Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. I'm in Marble Falls, Texas, USA right now. This is January the 13th, 2018 at about, I'll tell you right now, 9:40 a.m. and it's 34 top up degrees. It's clear, perfectly clear, and high temperature today is supposed to be in the upper 50s, low 60s, which is not bad. We've got a little cool weather coming in next week, but that's not a big deal. It only lasts a day or two and then we're back to this. So anyway, gradually moving through January, and that's the coldest month. But as we drive around here in Marble Falls, the reason I'm just going to drive around Marble Falls for a while because I'm waiting for Verizon store to open. They open at 10, so I thought I might just drive around this lovely little lakefront community. They're on the Colorado River in Central Texas, USA, population 6,000. About maybe 6,000 evens close. Marble Falls is named after a formation in the Colorado River that looks like marble, and the water used to run over it before they dammed up the river, and it got the name from the Marble Falls. But moving right along, I don't have the mic on. I really don't have much done to the phone, and the reason I don't is because I'm going to be driving really slow. I'm going 40 right now. That's the speed limit. And I'm not in the granny, I'm in a good lane, everybody's happy. Gasoline at Walmart was $2.17 a gallon for regular unleaded, which is not too bad. But we're going to drive down to Main Street in Marble Falls, make a little loop, and let you see what happens here. This is Highway 281 that runs north and south. It's a pretty busy little highway because it's a semi-main artery. A lot of people use this highway to avoid using Interstate 35, which is about 50 miles off to the east, and they get over here on 281 because it's much less traffic, and I don't know that it's any safer, but it's much less traffic. Interstate 35 is so busy I try to avoid it at all costs. But anyway, got a lot of comments related to the exponential growth stuff, and that's really fascinating to me. I won't linger on that because I'm not really an authority on that sort of thing, but it does interest me because I'm 72, and a lot of those changes that are coming fairly quickly will help me hopefully live a nice, healthy life. We'll see how that all works out. And a lot of these things you can do with your smartphone, which are cute. But anyway, this is Marble Falls, Texas, a typical small town Texas, I guess. Somebody asked me if the red lights are always sideways like that. I don't know. I never really thought about it. They are here. In some other places, they hang them straight up and down. Why they do that, I don't have a clue. I know that if you're colorblind, that it makes it a little difficult because you go down to, you get used to one type, and you just go by where the spot the light is. So here we go. I'll turn off this main street right up here, or excuse me, off of Highway 281. This is really not Main Street. Main Street is over to the right here, and I'm going there now. It's a pretty town. They're rolling hills, a lot of granite rock around here. In fact, there's a granite, what do you call it, where they cut the rocks and stuff? Foundry? That's not right, is it? Granite something. Rock processing place. They cut it into slabs and sell it all over the world to put on the exterior of buildings and countertops and stuff. It's a pink granite, which supposedly is fairly rare. But here we are. Now this is Main Street. This is Main Street, Marble Falls, Texas, so you guys get really excited. This will be a viral video for sure. Yep, we're at Main and 6th Street going south. Up here on the left, they have a place called Old Oak Square, which is there's several little shops in there. If you ever come to Marble Falls, you might want to make it a point to go there. Nothing really exceptional there. They just have some really interesting little shops, and for people that are traveling, sometimes they like to go to places like that. So it's right here on the left, right here. This is, I guess this would be 5th Street. Is that right? 4th Street, 3rd Street? 4th Street. This is the corner of 4th Street and Main, and it's right on the left-hand side. They got galleries in there, and there's a big store here, and they've got a place to eat called Bill's Burgers, and they really got the good burgers. I've eaten there before, and they're not pricey at all. You know, they're just good hamburgers. And then they also have it's a chocolate place where you can get all kind of chocolates. And I hated even go through there because I felt like my little hand was going to reach out and grab about 5 pounds of expensive chocolate. So, but yeah, they used to have a lot of artwork here on the main drag here. There's still some in the center lane, and I did a video of them one time, a long time ago. They're expensive. They're very expensive. A lot of that artwork you see, if you can see it, is you know, 10,000, 20,000 and up. And a lot, but again, we've got a really, I guess you'd say, ritzy or high dollar resort near here called Horseshoe Bay Resort, and there are a lot of people there in the 7-figure incomes that can come over here and buy those little things. On the left is the public library. I know y'all want to know all this, but it's a nice little community, and if you're thinking about retiring and coming to Texas, off to the left is the Colorado River. You won't be able to see it too well. Probably won't be able to see it at all. I'll drive down that way and let you take a look at it. There's a skateboard park here on the right for those of you that skateboard. I know that's big with my audience, is skateboarding. I know most of y'all have your skateboards with you all the time. I know I do. And I love to do the flips. That's what I do. I like to go on the ramps and do a complete circle. That's one of my favorites. It's called Falls Creek Skateboard Park, or Skate Park. But here, we'll go down here. That's the lake right there. That's Lake Marble Falls. That's the Colorado River. And they have boat races here once a year. Drag boat races. Drag boats. And now we'll turn to the rightish, because that dead end's down there. That goes down to a boat ramp. Then a little picnic park. And this is where Main Street comes in here. So we'll go this way. And there's a building there that says Jolly Rogers on it. I don't know what that is, but I know a Jolly Roger is a pirate flag. It says, apparently they make hot dogs or something. I guess it's a hot dog stand in the park that's not open. It's a neat little town, but I have to say this, it's if you live here in this area, off to the left is a big rock crushing plant or something where they make gravel and road-based stuff. And it runs all the time. I mean, all the time. And I was here one time. My son rented an apartment here one time, and I came over here to visit, and I got out. I heard this groaning noise, and if you can see that bit off to the left there, there's off over here to the left, there's that plant. That's that rock processing plant. And if you live in this area, you're going to hear that groaning noise 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is a nice little park here, though. I used to come over here occasionally and park my pickup and go for a walk, because they've got some nice areas to walk in, and you certainly don't have to worry about getting mugged here in Johnson Park in Marble Falls. Or at least I'm not aware of it anyway. It's a funny thing about city parks, particularly in small towns. They build them, they fund them, they keep them clean, they mow the grass, and the only time anybody comes here is sometimes on the weekends, or whenever they have an event in the park. This is one of my viral videos for sure. But again, we are in Marble Falls, Texas. Population 6,000. On a beautiful January the 13th, 2018. And there's a city policeman. He's fixing to follow me, I'm sure, because I'm out. No, he's not. I wonder what he turned around. They park in a hiding spot to catch speeders, because the speed limit on this street is 30. And a lot of people don't go that. They go 40 or 50 or 60. But it is a nice little community. I thought about living over here one time and didn't for some reason. It's a little too crowded for old Dad. I like my little area around Kingsland, Texas, which is unincorporated, and Burnett, Texas, which is about, I don't know, Burnett, Texas might be, it might be 4,000 population. I'm not sure. I never know. It's like me and the names of trees and flowers and plants and stuff. Some of them I know, but most of them I don't. And I don't really care what the population of a town is. I can tell if it's big or little. And there's a buzzard pecking on a dead cat. And that's something you want to see while you're eating breakfast. But that's nature at its finest, folks. Something dies and something lives because of it. It's called Huber Engineering Materials. That's the name of that place. H-U-B-E-R, Huber Engineering Materials. It's J.M. Huber Corporation, and they make a lot of noise. Yeah, this city won't do anything because they pay a lot of taxes. You know, there's not a hell of a large tax base here, okay? So now I'll loop back around. I should be right on time for going to Verizon. I'm just piddling. I mean, you know, the only reason I'm looking at the Google Pixel phone is only the high-end cell phones have what is called IES. Wait a minute, is that right? EIS. Yeah, electronic image stabilization, or OIS, optical image stabilization. And in Google Pixel's case, they had the Pixel X2 XL and the Pixel 2 have both of those image stabilization features. And so when you're driving like I am now and the phone's kind of shaky, it will eliminate that. Now I know at YouTube you can go in and you can stabilize the video after you have posted it. After you've uploaded it and it's been posted, then you can go in and do their stabilization. But their stabilization does some other things to the video. It kind of distorts the picture a little bit. It makes it look kind of strange. And so I don't use it. And another reason I don't use it is because, you know, once my videos are up, within probably an hour of it posting, that's all the views it's going to get anyway. You know, I mean, it's not like it's going to go viral, okay? You got a new grocery store being built. It's going to open February the 9th. It's an HEB. It's a family-owned groceries chain in Texas and Mexico, in the $1 billion in annual sales. It's not a small chain for sure. But they're ahead of schedule on their new store, which is, it went up really quick. But apparently they just got a crew that goes around and builds stores for them. But so on and on it goes, guys. But back to the Google Pixel, it's got those features that I might be able to benefit from. I doubt that I'll lose anybody as a subscriber or viewer because of my driving videos are not perfect. Because I don't think anybody expects my channel to be perfect, because I don't do a lot. I don't edit my videos. I mean, I don't go do anything to them. What you hear or see is what you get. But I mean, right now the price of the phone is $800 something, which is ridiculous. I wouldn't dare do that. But they did have a special in December. It was $300 off. But you know, that doesn't concern me now. December's gone. Now they have you can get $400 off if you trade your phone in, but it has to be a Galaxy S8 or something to get that $450 credit. My phone does not qualify, I found out, for that credit. So I'll just wait patiently, because I suspect that in about 3 or 4 months, maybe by the time I'm getting ready to go, well, let's see, 2 months, maybe by the time I'm getting ready to go traveling, the price will have come down to something I can stand, and I may order one. because I don't want to order, you know, I don't ever want to order one that's pre-owned or refurbished. I mean, I'm sure they work just as well, but I don't want to do that. Anyway, this is an old neighborhood here in Marble Falls. These houses go back close to the 1950s, and you can tell because they're big. You know, back then square footage was the thing. You know, some of these homes are 3,000 square feet, some of them are 1,500, but you know, they're big homes. This was the silk stocking area right here. This is where you wanted to be. This was the in crowd, or the people that ran the community. And now they've moved on out to another area which is gated, and that's kind of the way that went. But anyway, we're going to slip around here now back to Marble. Let me scratch that. Back to Verizon. You know, this guy, there's a little place there on the right called Mojo Coffee, and when he opened that place, I thought, man, that guy must be mad at his money. He's opening a coffee shop in a small town with a very few, with not a very large customer base. Well, I have to tell you this, I don't know what he puts in his coffee. He must put heroin in it, but you can come by there some mornings and there's a line all the way around it. And the coffee, I was told, is about $3 a cup and up. So you got to really love your coffee. Now I'm going to stay in the left lane. The reason I'm going to do that is I'm going to drive a little over the speed limit, and I need to turn left. And sometimes if you get in the right lane here, there's enough traffic that you can get cut out. So that's why I'm doing that. So anyway, there's a speed limit. It says speed limit 50 here, and my speed limit is 45. So I guess I better hump it up a little bit. Got 1, 2, 3 red light. 13 miles to Burnet, Texas. B-U-R-N-E-T spells Burnet. Darn it, can't you learn it? Actually, most people pronounce it Burnett, which is normal. But in Burnet, Texas, they pronounce it Burnet. And if you go to the Chamber of Commerce, they'll tell you it's Burnet. Darn it, can't you learn it? Cute. But here we go, guys. This is a big day for us, isn't it? Big driving day. I can think of a lot of cute little things to talk about, like the future of RVing and what's going to happen in high tech. Do I know? Nope. Yeah, no one can predict the future totally accurately, but you can follow trends. You can follow trends. Right now, everything is trending towards smartphones and smartphone apps. So you'll see the future be smarter smartphones and smarter smartphone apps. That diagnostic app that I mentioned in the exponential video, that's coming. You actually can download right now a dermatology app that works. Yep. And I'm sure there's probably others. But we're at Verizon and they'll be crowded on Saturday morning, I'm sure. It's 9:57, and I promise you they will not unlock that door until exactly 10 a.m. I don't, at 1 minute of, it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna park here in this reserved parking. I've got one of those hanger things, because at one time I had it's an Achilles tendon thing, and they gave me one of those blue hangers. And there's 4 more open, so I don't think I'm gonna be taking a spot from anybody. But I still have my little hanger thing. And so anyway, it says order online and skip the line when you pick up. Let me say this about Verizon. Whenever you go to the store, they'll have one price. But you can also go online and they'll have another price. And here's another thing. You go online to order it and they'll have little special deals where you get some bonus stuff with the phone, you know, maybe a headset or something, but at the store they won't have that. Also, if you buy it online, you must pay a what do you call it, whenever the startup fee of $30 or $35, even if you're a Verizon customer. If you come to the store, they'll waive it. So I mean, it's like there's 2 different sets of rules for one corporation, which I've always thought was really silly. Does that matter? No. But anyway, guys, from Marble Falls, Texas, this is Rusty 78609 saying, Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything your little heart desires, but if you choose to, use the link to Amazon products in the description. It does not cost you a dime. If it's too inconvenient, then don't worry about it. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. In fact, it's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water. What else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out through your mouth. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? It lowers your blood pressure, and lowering your blood pressure is one of the best things you can do for your body. What else? Stretch, walk. I just did that. In fact, I walked for an hour at Lowe's this morning, and I've done my stretches. So anyway, keep your health. That's what it's all about. Anyway, from Marble Falls, Texas, on a nice day, getting nice. Y'all have a good day. Adios, amigos.